Big bucket of chicken. Da da da. Episode 18, right? Episode 18 today. Our episode is officially we're our episode's allowed to vote now, so that's important.
Oh, did you think that? Wow, I didn't think of that kind of stuff.
Well, you know what else I thought about?
Milestones.
I thought about this the other day, and we didn't do it, but just like a week or two ago was our uh how many years ago was it? 6 years ago when we did the the pandemic ain't gonna be shit episode,
Oh yeah,
and then and then we're locked inside for 3 months. Remember that? That was everyone's
yeah.
like,
We
that's a
talked
great
we
episode.
talked an amazing amount of trash about COVID for like weeks. Like we fucking like we ran that shit into the ground. Where even like now, some episodes are banned because we fucked around with China so much. But but yeah, but here we are.
We made it. Yeah, no, dude. For like 3 weeks, we like this coronavirus ain't shit. Then that last episode, and I'll post a picture. I'll get a screenshot, and I'll put the link in the description too, if you guys want to go back and look at that episode. We dressed in like hazmat gear. Like I went to the store and bought like paint suits, and we got gloves, and we but it was a whole hullabaloo. And then like the next day, it was like, all right, everybody, don't leave your living rooms. And then like 2 weeks later, my girlfriend's dad like went to the hospital and then never came back.
Yeah,
It went from like ha ha ha, oh shit, oh shit,
it's
oh
still
no.
there. It's still there,
Ugh,
guys.
ugh. No, it's just super. It's been so dry down here, and the pollen. Dude, yesterday I went to my nephew's flag football game, and if you want to have fun, it's only 40 minutes. It's like what football should be. 40 minutes in and out. It's 67-year-olds on a football field, and a couple of them are good. A couple of them are standouts, but it's exactly what you think it is. It's like chaos and mayhem, and the coaches are just like those guys must be like angels. Where it's like, all right, did you hear everything I said? And you could see them from 50 yards away watching. You could see like they absorbed none of that information, and let's see what happens. And I got sunburned, but yeah, it's been dry, so I've been like afraid I'm gonna get sick because like is it allergies? Because everything down here is green with pollen. We're in like a fire watch. I'm like, didn't it drizzle a couple days ago? But like it's just so fucking dry down here. And I
Yeah,
got this fucking cough, the
I've had a
dry cough.
cackle for like a week. It's annoying.
A cackle.
Yeah, that's what I call it now. When I get a cough now, it's not a cough. It's a fucking it's a full blown cackle. It's a like Mr. Burns like is might have throat cancer scenario.
You do, you know what you do? Like I cough like I guess my dad coughs where I do like any little tickle in my throat like it sends like it's like a trigger, and I do a big inhale like and I cough. When you get sick, I understand what you're saying when you say cackle because like you have that like you said, that movie character, cartoon character, where like you cough like once or twice, and then that third and fourth cough is like the whatever's left in your lungs is coming out. That like cough of like
Yeah.
Kevin's either got a cold or today's the day.
Well, also too, I also enjoy when someone makes me laugh during that time because then it really goes on like where I like an old prospector. Like it's like it's like that like real like laugh and cough at the same time. I'm just the fucking character actor at this point.
Covered in like soot. You need like a hat
Right.
with a candle on it. You're like, I gotta go back in the mines.
Yeah,
I wonder if all that stuff we're breathing in is going to be bad for us. Probably not. Science is a lie. Just a bunch of guys in a mine with like dead birds everywhere. Like, I wonder if this is going to be bad. Like, nah, just go dig into the center of the earth.
people did not give a fuck. Like they just wanted to get paid and go fucking home and beat the shit out of their wife. Like that's
Yeah.
all they did was go to a mine. Like imagine a whole town just like that was a
That,
mine town, like where you just
not
your dad and then your like uncle and your grandfather and your fucking brother and like everybody's just working down in a fucking coal mine.
because that, okay, so on one hand, yeah, that's the only job in town. But two, based on just movies and like, the the zeitgeist of media. I don't think I've ever met a coal miner. There's like that thing of like not only are they doing it knowing it's 100% not good for you. The next generation's aspiring like I want to be like my dad and go work in the mine like a man.
That's what I
So
mean.
so I can
It's like
swing a
this
hammer.
hereditary thing, right? Like
It's
where you're like, I'm just gonna be like my old man and my grandma and my grandpapa. Like, and then you're just constantly your skin is just black,
Yeah,
soot filled, like all day.
black lung. And it's like, look, dude, and I get it. Like if I was alive 120 years ago and I lived in West Virginia, there's like a 92% chance I would have been a coal miner and an 8% chance I would have been
Yeah.
like the fat drunk in the town. Like, oh, that's Lou.
And they
Don't look
were
him in the
okay with
eyes.
it too, right? Like when they get sick, it's like, oh, it's his turn.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
If you died before lunch, I'm sure in the mine, they didn't take your body out until they left for the day. They're like, we'll get him on the way out. We'll tell his wife later.
And then like you go down there and they're like they like treat it like it's an office. Like they got like a picture of their son like on the wall. It's like, oh, this is his section.
That's little Bobby.
That's
He's
the
he's 6, but next year he's coming down here. He's got to start
that's the
working. He's gonna be
pickling
7.
area there. That's the picking area here.
Yeah, but like at the same time, being a snarky middle-aged man in 2026, I feel like back then you could have walked 15 miles out of town and just did anything else, like
I know,
anything
but
else.
but I feel like you were judged if you got another job in the town.
100%.
Like if you were like fucking I don't know like the mayor, it's like pussy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like wait a minute, you want to like write down stuff for a job? What are you, a woman? It's like
What are you
women are allowed to
using?
work.
What are you using? Words over there,
Yeah.
Smithy?
He thinks he's funny with all his numbers, count up all his goddamn numbers, addition and subtraction and such. He must be a real queer.
And that still exists, right? There's still some
Of
towns that are
course.
like that, right?
Of course. I mean, look, I don't want to judge. And if you are watching this and you're from any of these areas we're talking about, all of our information is anecdotal at best. We don't know. But I do imagine that there's like Appalachia and West
Yeah.
Virginia, like they're good, not bad people, but 100% it's like a subculture inside of our. I bet it's like a different America. I've passed through places like that, but
Oh
never like
yeah, of course it
hung
is.
out and like talk to the people. I'm sure they're all up in the holler. They're all good and what doing. It's like every other American. We just want to be left the fuck alone and make a little bit of money and leave me alone. Let me have my booze and my guns and my couch and just get the fuck. So like, it's good, but I guarantee there are, especially in the last, I think 5 or 6 years, like maybe coal has come back a little bit, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it. So yeah, I bet there are people who are like, we're back,
Yeah.
baby, back in the mines, like darkness, 16 hours a day in the black soot.
Oh yeah. Well, that's again, I didn't grow up in a town like that, but I feel like I could have.
Yeah, I mean, we all, I do. Now that we're talking about it, I do think like I can't talk too much shit because I mean, like I'm a Italian guy, like I'm a big, like look at the size of my hands, man. Like I do automotive diagnostics. In another generation, these are big, monstrous, stupid hands. Like I should be in masonry. I should be laying bricks or laying driveways or something. Like that's what my bones were designed for. And I'm like, my couch cushions aren't squishy enough anymore. Like that's where we're pugs. Like you look at a pug, and you're like,
Right.
10,000 years ago, you were a wolf destroying deer, and now if you lay on your side, you die.
Yeah, I also wanted to say like there was a nice response when we talked about the sitcoms and like the different scenarios like with the serious things that happen.
The heartfelt
Was there
moments.
ever really like I forget was there ever I guess that movie October Sky is like what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. That's
Like
what I'm.
that's literally what we're talking about is like the movie which is a great movie by the way. And
It's a good movie.
Chris Cooper embodies like the coal mine generational guy like so well, and Jake Gyllenhaal is like, I want to learn science. Oh, you faggot! Like it's like
Yeah,
that's pretty much the movie we're talking about.
yeah. He's like building a rock, and everyone's like, "You're gonna ruin the bloodline." It's like I just want to have fun on like a Saturday, and it's like young Jake Gyllenhaal's like, "I want your life," and it's like, "Hey, did we see what's the other movie that's like the generation before the so October Sky is like late '90s, and then like I guess in the '70s or early '80s it was the what was the movie called? Like there's another mining movie. It's about coal mining, and it's like In my head, Tommy Lee Jones is in it, but I don't think that's
Oh, you're
right.
talking about the one with like the singer.
Well, Coal Miner's Daughter is about Tammy. What's her name?
Yeah,
Is
well,
it Tammy?
well, Tommy Lee Jones is in that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so that's in there, but that's not specifically a coal mining movie.
Yeah,
It's about the singer. I think it was Tammy Wynette. Is it who it is, or I can't remember who the
yeah, yeah.
singer is. It might be. Someone's going to be like, no, it's this other Southern singer. But
Well,
that there's coal mining in it, but that's not a coal mining movie.
well, I was saying like like the conflict with like the dad and the
Yeah,
son. So I was we were kind of talking a little bit about those sitcoms, and like we didn't say specifically some of the episodes like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like that was like the one that had the most, I thought. Like I was going back and watching them, like because we were saying like, oh, do you remember like a Full House one? Like, yeah, there's like a couple, but like the show that really like went ape shit with it was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Did you ever see the episode where he his dad comes back into his life, Will Smith, and then like his
yeah.
dad's telling him going to take him on a trip, and then he like backs out at the end, and then Will has to like talk to Uncle Phil about it. But yeah, there's some real like powerful like scenes in that where he's just like at first it's the argument with the dad and Uncle Phil, and like it's really good, like the back and forth. It's like, you the man, Phil. Phil, you the man. Yeah. Like, you know what's talking about. You know what's going on. Like he's like show some responsibility. Like he's like got these like really crazy like lines, like really like almost like theatrical. Like you've got a responsibility towards Will. Like that kind of thing.
I do know the clip, and I'll even put it in.
Yeah.
I'll try because I actually saw it recently. Where so at the end, that's what you're talking about. The dad he's Will is packing a bag to go, and the dad or the whatever the baby daddy, he's not really raised by that guy because that guy skipped out.
Yeah, Ben Vereen is the actor who's actually retired.
Yeah. So and which is probably a stage actor, and like all the rest of those like cameos or whatever they want to call them, special guest stars.
Real quickly, do you remember a kid's show called Zoobly Zoo?
Yeah, that's right. He is on that.
Yeah, he was the main guy, like the cheetah guy. So weird to see that.
That is.
But yeah, but at the
Zoobly Zoo.
Yeah, Zoobly Zoo.
It's like yeah. My sisters are more into that than I was, but that's like a core memory of like I do know it, but if I put it on right now, I'll have like I gotta watch this theme song 15 times.
So Ben Vereen played Will Smith's dad in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and also the cheetah master and Zoobly Zoo. Like he was like running the show. He's like the ringmaster. But yeah. But at the end, though, when the father takes off, well, he goes. It's an amazing scene because at first he goes, "Yo, daddy, yo," like ready to go, and then he's like, "Oh, well, something came up on the road. I got to deal with some business, and maybe we'll pick up the trip in a couple of weeks. Actually, maybe a little bit more than that." He's like, "No, I got it. Okay, cool." Then he goes, "All right, I'll see you around." Then he goes, "Lou." So he doesn't call him Dad. He calls him Lou.
Yeah. You got to back up, though. You got to back up a little bit because right before that, he's telling Uncle Phil to tell Will he's leaving and he's going to bounce. When Will comes down the steps, he catches him still in the living room.
Right.
Because he was going to leave before that happened.
Yeah,
so it wasn't even going to be that.
He was going to call him on the road. And
yeah. So right before that, that's what he's going to do. Yeah,
Will is not a coat that you hang in the closet, then pick it up when you're ready to wear it. His life goes on. He's not supposed to be here for you. You're supposed to be here for him. You get off my back. You think I want this? It just happened.
Now, when Will was a baby, I was scared.
Cut the crap, all right? Cut it. Because I've been there. But I didn't run out on my family. I was there every day for them because that's what a man does.
Fine, Philip. You win. You the man. You a better man than me. You happy? Now, you gonna tell Will or not?
I'm not gonna do your dirty work for you.
Fine. I'll call him from the road.
Yeah, then why don't you do that?
Yeah, I'll do that. Daddy-o! What's up? Will, man, I'm glad you're here. Some business came up I gotta handle. So we're gonna have to put our trip on hold. You understand?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Just for a couple of weeks.
I understand.
Yeah, maybe a little longer.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details. Okay?
Yeah.
It was great seeing you, son.
You too, Lou.
I agree, man. Back then, that shit was heavy. It is hard, I will admit. And I know we talked about this a little bit, like how like good the scenes are, and I'm not saying they're not. They are. But with my 42-year-old cynical, it's been 30 years since I watched that shit, all I see is that same trope of every show had that same trope. The person from whatever, the dad, the mom, the aunt, the uncle, comes back into the family. The kids, the younger, less experienced, whoever, are like, nah, he's cool. I like him better than you, Dad, because he lets me do whatever the fuck I want. And then by the end of the episode, it's like, oh, that's right. It's like I guess like it's like tough love is better than like sweet bullshit or something like that. Like
I agree with you that those are definitely like there's like similarities with things, but the way it's like executed, I honestly think like when he says, "How come you don't want me, man?" Like that's really emotional. Like
I agree.
It's hard not to get like choked up when you see something like that. And then apparently, I heard the backstory behind that is that James Avery, Uncle Phil, was like really challenging Will Smith to like bring it. He's like, listen, he's like, I'm not letting you off the hook. Like, I want you to bring it. Like, I want you to like make sure like you take this really seriously. And apparently, when they finally hugged at the end, James Avery said to Will Smith, "Now that's fucking acting." So that's pretty cool to hear.
Stuff like that does make it better. But see, this is where you and I like slightly differ. Like we like a lot of the same shit. Obviously, we've been friends for a long time. When it comes to that kind of like, I don't want to use the wrong word. It's not campy. It's not saccharine. It's just I am less cynical than I was, I guess, in my late 20s. But I still have like this, like it doesn't move. It doesn't. I'm just like, this is good. No, I don't. I know. I'm not going to get choked up over something. I'm not. I'm just like, okay, what's on next?
Did you see that like when you were young, or you saw that later on?
No. I definitely watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air while it was on.
Okay.
But can I pinpoint the time and place? I cannot, because all those shows, like that's another thing about the 90s shows we talk about a little bit. What happens is the shows came out like, whatever the years were, 91 to 93, 94 to 97. And then they were on syndication until like not that long ago. So like if you had like before, TV Land came out, it was just the syndication was on the channels themselves, ABC, NBC, whatever. Then like in the late 90s, early 2000s, like TV Land came out and it became like, it was a channel that was specifically for shows from like the 50s and 60s and 70s, but then like they just immediately were like 80s, 90s, like shows that were out like 5 years before that. So like, to be honest, like every summer, especially like summertime. So summertime, again, try to put your mind, if you're a little younger than we are, there's no internet, there's no streaming. You either have what's on the television or your VHS tapes. There's no DVDs yet. So the summertime, we would at some points throughout the day or night watch TV, and that's what we watched. You watched like the new episode of the show, and then for the next 8 hours, here's all of season 1 of Full House, and then tomorrow it's Fresh Prince if there's a new episode, and then guess what's on after that? Back-to-back episodes from like 3 seasons ago or another show. So like you just like watched. Syndication was so heavy, and especially like I guess the summer was like the downtime of TV. So like, fuck it, just put on they weren't marathons, but they were marathons. They absolutely were just like
Saved by the Fresh Prince, they would play the shit out like back to back to back to back.
Many.
And I loved it. I mean, I felt like the show was awesome. Like that one episode was cool, but then there was like the one where like Will got speed he was like struggling in school, and he ended up getting speed from one of his friends. And then they went to like this like dance, and Carlton he thought it was like a aspirin, so he went into Will's locker, and then he comes out and he's like losing it, like literally like cooking, like fucking like almost like fucking Jimmy Tango's Fat Busters, like fucking like dancing up a storm like it's fucking Soul Train until he has like a fucking heart attack.
Oh, that's so good. I know. I don't. I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't remember.
Oh
like
god,
that.
yeah, you got to pull that clip up when he fucking like loses it, where he's just like going crazy. He's like going crazy, like doing.
Your cousin's pretty wild. I guess it's got that kind of natural speed thing going.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Hey, you want me to hook you up with some more of those pills? We'll get you a good price.
Oh my God. Hey, Carlton, listen, something terrible has happened, man. Come on, I gotta get you to the hospital.
Why? This is the greatest night of mine.
Carlton. Yo, Carlton, man.
Like the fucking like, and then all of a sudden he just like passes out.
Yeah, of course.
And then the thing is like they don't realize yet that like it's Will's shit. So then like at the end, Uncle Phil's like, I guess he promised him something like courtside seats to the Clippers or something like that if he did well in school. And so he got him the tickets, and he's like, I know I can't accept this, Uncle Phil. And he goes, how come? And then he says, I need to come clean. I need to tell you that like those pills are mine. Like they were in my locker. And then Uncle Phil's a dick. He's like, hold on, you owe this entire family an apology. Kids, get in here. Like everybody just like comes in, and then he has to like, I just thought I was falling behind in school, and I just wanted to, you know, it's like sitting there like really like awkwardly crying and like apologizing about like almost killing Carlton. And then at the end, like, you know, Uncle Phil finally just says, you know, I'll hug you, because he starts like emotionally like breaking down. So really good again. But I'm saying like for a show like that, but the Carlton having the speed overdose is insane. Like that, it's like really dramatic at the end, but that part is like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but like so we talk even like in the Saved by the Bell. I get it. They're trying to slip in like, you know, messages to the viewers. Who's watching the show? Children, kids, and young teens. So we gotta say no to drugs. Still going strong. But
wait,
I never liked like the Saved by the Bell. She's taking caffeine pills. Whatever speed Will was getting was probably, it's like, oh my God, this kid's had 40 milligrams of caffeine. We need to get him to the hospital. It's like, how about like, I get it. It was the late 90s or mid 90s.
Right.
Real drugs, not weed, but like something.
Well, whatever Carlton took was an excessive dose of shit. Like I literally like a fucking kilo of speed apparently, because he loses it, and you'll see it in the clip. You know, the other one. Did you ever see when Will gets shot at the ATM?
I do remember that. I remember him being in the hospital.
Yeah, and then so Carlton feels like he has to protect himself, so he gets a gun, and then Will finds out he has a gun.
Oh
he
yeah.
Begs him to like give him the gun. That's really good too, you know. But even so, like the scenes with his dad and Carlton are just like awesome. Where it's just like it's like, son, he's like, you got to understand that the justice system will take care of this. He's like, first of all, Dad, I'm grown up now. I don't listen to fairy tales anymore.
Hold on, Mike. I don't listen to fairy tales. It's the real streets out here, bitch.
I don't believe in fairy tales anymore, Dad. No, but Will is very like convincing him to give him the gun is really good. He's like, you owe me. You owe me. Like that's really heated. There's my old man cough.
Yeah, man. No, I do remember. So like, because like at some point, the Fresh Prince, like, it's not a spin-off, if I remember correctly, but the show shifts. Like, doesn't Carlton and him like move to the guest house, and like there's like,
Yeah, I mean that's kind
and
of
then
part
like
of it.
and like they're in that private school for a lot of it, and then eventually it's like them in college. So like they're older, but they're still living at the house, but they like kind of is that towards the end there when they're like kind of like, they're supposed to be like after high school, but really like 28 years old, like that thing. Is that
No, I
those
I think yeah, I can't remember the trajectory of that. If it's like post, it's got yeah, because they are in college, right?
the show does shift. It goes from them
Yeah,
being
there's
like high school kids to like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure like the set alters because I remember scenes where Will and Carlton are like in their own like
yep,
big apartment, but it's like the guest house by the pool. It's not really like another house, but it's a different set, and it's like
yeah.
them in college, like
Because there's actually another episode I wanted to mention was there's the one episode where Carlton and
is trying to rush for the fraternity.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
he's
that's
not black.
classic.
He's not black enough to get in.
Yeah. That's a good like. Who's that actor? The guy who
Glenn
plays like
Plummer.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was a lot of movies back then. He was a lot of stuff back then. He's in Fresh. He plays the guy in jail.
yeah,
Is it
he's in
Fresh?
Speed. He's in Showgirls. He's
That's
in
Fresh, right? Yeah. Is it Fresh? No, it's not Fresh. It's
South
fuck.
Central.
Is that what it is? I thought
He's
he
the
was
main actor in South Central.
Yeah, but he's in another one where he's like Jada Pinkett's like boyfriend that goes to jail.
Oh, Menace
And
to
then
Society.
Menace
Right?
Society. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, yeah.
Menace to Society. Yeah. So he's the guy. Like he's in a ton from like whatever, like 95 to like 2005. Like he's like in every third movie. That guy. He's a good actor. He's a good guy. Um, yeah, man. Look, dude, I do, and obviously because we're talking about it, I've already sprinkled clips. I've sprinkled the clips, because they do pop up. My Instagram algorithm is a weird mix of shit, and a lot of it's like 80s and 90s, like pop culture, like shows and whatever. And I did just recently see that exact scene with him and his dad, where Will's packing his bag. He's like, "We're going on a trip," and his dad's like, "Hey, Phil, you just let him know I'll call him from the road and blah blah blah." And the only reason why he's still there is because Uncle Phil's like, "Yo, like you're a fucking deadbeat, basically. Like you're gonna dump this, you build him up, you got his hopes up, and now you're leaving." And in the middle of that conversation, the Will comes down the steps and he's like, what's going on? And he's like a deer, like a little doe. What's happening, Daddy? And it's like, yeah, I'm actually gonna not take you with me because fuck you, and go fuck yourself. And like, hey, I'm really sorry, but I don't give a shit. And then Shredder gives him the riot act, and which is the best part. But I think we're at the point of the show, Kev. Are you ready? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I've listened to a lot of Streets of Rage lately. It's such a the first soundtrack too.
Hell yeah.
Streets of Rage
Streets
one's
of
good.
Rage 3 is crazy too.
The soundtrack, I haven't listened to that a lot. Like
That one's weird.
I'll try that tomorrow. But that and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Like,
hell yeah.
I just love I love the boss. The dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's for number 2.
I sent you that. There's a couple of guys. They're called the Super Guitar Bros, and they do like 2 acoustic guitars of it. It's like our adult contemporary, but it's Sonic the Hedgehog music. Anyway, who do you got for us today, Kev Bones?
Well, listen, Howard the Duck is a Marvel character, Lou. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yes. And he needs villains too.
Oh my God, bro.
So all the way back from 1977, we had his arch nemesis come out, and his name was Dr. Bong.
Wait, Dr. Bong? B-A-N or B-O-N?
Bong, like, taking a hit from a bong.
Dr. Bong?
Dr. Bong! Dr. Bong! That's right. But the thing is that you think he's like a drug reference. I don't even know what the hell he is, because guess what? Guess what his helmet is made out of?
A symbol.
His helmet's like a bell. So
yeah,
it's like
bong.
Yeah, bong. Yeah. So one of his hands, he's missing his hand, and he has like a big like circle. And so what his power is that he has this like bell-shaped face
No.
helmet, and he bangs on his head, and he can do like certain like fun things like electrical effects and like
Oh my god.
things. It makes no fucking sense, but it's Howard the Duck, and he needed a nemesis, and apparently he ends up marrying the girl in the movie in the comic. Like she ends up getting married to Dr. Bong and like leaves Howard. You know what's her name? What's the actress's name? It's like escaping from Back to the Future.
I'm terrible with names, man. You're asking the wrong guy.
I
can't remember name. Like I can't remember relative
Leah
names.
Thompson. Leah
Is that
Thompson
who it is?
from Howard the Duck that plays Beverly Switzer. She's a character from the comics. Apparently, in the comic books, she leaves Howard and marries Dr. Bong. And,
is it because Dr. Bong actually has a penis? Is that the
Dr. Bong has a penis? Apparently, he was inspired by Dr. Moreau. I don't know. Very loosely,
it's like a shitty thing based on another shitty thing.
He's like a mad scientist type of guy, like that.
Oh god!
But he's also again a fucking Howard the Duck character. Then later on, they made him a Deadpool character, and that fit well. But anyways, like I said, yeah, it's just fucking nuts. Like this the whole idea of him, and like you read about him, there's no reason for it.
There's no reason for Howard the Duck, man. There's no reason for any of that.
He grew up loving bells. There's nothing like that.
No.
It's like nothing like that. Like he just all of a sudden has a gimmick where he smashes his head and does things. Like it's weird.
So I did know as a kid, the Howard the Duck movie was like a kid cult classic. I watched that movie a lot.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. It's actually pretty dark. It's pretty dark for a kid's movie, actually. It's pretty good. But as a Marvel, like you're like my Marvel encyclopedia. I don't really read the comics, never did. I have a couple. What is like, okay, so all the Marvel's best, obviously you're, as people I'm sure have picked up 18 episodes, you're picking like obscure, some interesting, but mostly like the shitty, like weird, like what, like Marvel's like outskirts of characters. What really is, because I know Howard the Duck is in Marvel. I know he's in like Endgame, and he's in like some of the Guardians movies, like his little cameos here.
You know who does the voice of him technically is
Seth Green. Yeah. Seth Green, right? Yeah. So I know stuff about the movie and like how it relates to the MCU. What is because I know comic books, there are weird comics. I have weird comics. I have like an O.J. Simpson comic from the early 90s and like Constantine. You know, obviously a lot of people like that stuff, but like, why is a Howard the Duck? I could see him being in Marvel somehow, but like Howard is, and why is that like a character they made? Was it like, I know there's like, how do I phrase that? Like in the 70s and 80s, it's like those like series of comics that are like almost pornographic, but they're not. They're gritty. Is that like what the Howard the Duck was? Because it's definitely not like, hey kids, he's a duck on adventures. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
I think it's more to do with the creator, Steve Gerber. I think Marvel really wanted him to do stuff for them. And I guess like he just had a hard on for this character, and they just made a series in like 1977.
How many are there?
I mean, it's really like, you know, again, he's from a duck world.
Yeah, I know. I see. All I know
transplanted to the Earth, and he doesn't have any powers. I mean, he's fucking Howard the Duck. He fucking makes jokes, and I don't know. I honestly don't. It's a good question, Lou. I to myself, like, it's not like when I saw that movie, like I didn't know it was a comic, like when I was young, right?
Me neither. Yeah.
And then, but I found it to be interesting that like I have Howard the Duck figures now. You know what I mean? Like it's part of my Marvel collection. You know, I just and I ended up getting comics that had him in it, and he had like some fucking crazy like really funny villains. Like there was this one villain he had called the Kidney Lady, and she was like this really overweight woman who like hated meat. Like that's like a villain he had, the Kidney Lady.
How many like, so it started in the 70s, but like how many, is it still going? Is there like
no, I mean, but look, Marvel will make miniseries. He'll show up in different things. he hasn't been like super popular since that heyday of the beginning. I don't know how many issues it lasted. It might have been 50 issues, which is pretty good. But like from like the late 70s, he was a pretty well-known character because of Steve Gerber's popularity. But obviously he fell off pretty quickly. But still, again, just like an accepted Marvel character, a character that's obviously showed up in the movies. You know, a bunch.
I know. I obviously I feel like they just like because he is in Marvel and because they just could stick whatever into the movie, it made it in. But like, are there? I'm sure I know. I already know the answer. That the answer is yes. But like that you know of, like Howard the Duck fans, like people who are like I have the first series and I have the.
I don't know anybody like that.
I mean,
I don't know anybody who goes deep like that. All I know is I had one comic with a spider where he teamed up with Spider-Man, and it was hilarious. Like it was like exactly what I thought it was going to be. But
a duck that's on the ground who can't fly, can't do anything, and Spider-Man's like, "Thanks, Howard." He's like, "Yep, I'm here too."
Hey, he just makes like sarcastic jokes, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, I get it.
And he has a hot girlfriend.
Which is even as a kid, I remember because like the first time I saw that movie, oh man, what year did that movie come out? It had to be like
1985, maybe.
Was it 85?
Maybe 86. Maybe
Okay,
86.
so by the time I saw it, I mean I was born in 83, so I was 2, so 2 or 3. I didn't see it. I had to see it when I was like real young, like probably still in elementary school, like
Let me
under
tell you
5th grade.
Let me tell you something. Leah Thompson is insanely hot in that movie.
But that's why even as a kid, I'm like, wait, like okay, so I get it. She loves the duck, and because he's charming and his charisma, and he's like winning her over. Even as a kid, I'm like, okay, this guy's doing it. Like,
Yeah,
the scientist wants her or whatever, or whoever else wants her, but like she wants this little fucking who's like, you know, basically like full animatronic suit duck,
yeah.
voiced by who's the voice? Oh fuck. Isn't it? I could picture. I kind of feel like I know the face, but I don't. Who's the voice of him in the movie?
Like Ed Gilbert or I don't know something.
No, it's definitely. I feel like it's an actor. I got to look it up real quick. I don't want to take up too much time.
You might be thinking of Roger Rabbit, but
no, I'm thinking of Howard the fucking Duck, bro. But I could swear I know the guy. But let's see. Let's find out right now, real quick. It's gonna take. What am I doing here? Get out of here. I still have the Mandela effects shit up on my. I don't ever shut my computer off. Okay, let's see. Who voiced Howard?
You've left that up.
No, I just. What'd you say?
Did anything shift in the time paradox? Are Legos now like not? There's no yellow Legos anymore or something? Or?
Yeah, I was looking up I remember after the episode we recorded that episode, I was going online looking up that Jaws thing about the whatchamacallit. The problem is, again, same issue. A lot of people saying the same thing. They were in the theater, saw the girl with braces. That's the whole point. But there's no physical. There's one YouTube video
right
that has,
because we're not in the right universe, Lou. That's what I keep telling you.
Yeah, but
Stop
the
looking
problem
for like the evidence. It's in another place.
No, the problem is,
Badman.
let's see, somebody like took that and edited the braces onto her teeth. It's clearly like a fucking Photoshop. It sucks.
No.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Chip Zine. Definitely, I was wrong on that. Definitely wrong.
And then the actor in there was Ed Gale. What was his name?
Hold on one second. Yeah, this guy is Howard the Duck. Where else would I have seen this guy? Nowhere. He's in Snake Eyes, but I'm sure he's nobody. Yeah, Ed Gale is the like guy in the suit.
He died recently.
Did he? Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, man. Yeah, he died in last May.
Yep.
And of course, Jeffrey Jones. Oh, Jeffrey, fucking retard.
Jeffrey,
you
man.
Piece,
He's
you piece of shit.
We might have an episode with him coming up with the fucking what a waste.
Piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He's a pedophile.
He ruined it. He could have been in Beetlejuice, man. The second one. He could have.
I mean, I'm sure like that does suck, but I'm pretty sure it's worse that he's a pedophile than he couldn't be in Beetlejuice. He's a fucking pedophile.
Well, also that he. Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but yeah, that guy sucks.
A piece of shit. Like,
and I used to really think he was cool.
until I found out he liked looking
Yeah.
at little kids, and it's like, I hope you die now, piece of shit. So what I did recently, I want to wrap the show up pretty soon. We're going to finish up here, but I did something I told you about a little bit. I on HBO Max, I watched the other day. I started it on Wednesday or Thursday. I watched all three extended versions of the Lord of the Rings. The first movie, Fellowship of the Ring, is like 3.5 hours. The second one's like 3.5 hours. The Return of the King, the third one, is 4.5 hours. Now, I haven't watched them in a long time, and they are good. They're fucking great. I love the fact I kept saying it because my girlfriend was kind of watching with me. She's mostly like scrolling on her phone, but like she is kind of popping her head up. I'm like, I love the fact because these movies are so epic. They filmed it all in one shot between 2001 and 2003, which since then there's been tons of movies that are like 2 parts and 3 parts and sagas and whatever the fuck. But they wait 2 years, 5 years, 18 years to do that shit. And they have to like de-age the people or fucking makeup. And like everyone is, they just did it continuously, which is so good. And they did the same thing for The Hobbit when they filmed The Hobbit.
Right.
Because I watched all three of those, which is one movie, but three long stories. Again, it's all fantasy, dwarves fighting elves and then goblins and trolls and shit. But it's fucking good. Like I haven't watched it in a long time. They're fucking good movies, man.
I don't disagree with you, Lou. I think they're really well made, and the cast is amazing and all that fun stuff. All I remember about Lord of the Rings though was the Return of the King, the final. I don't know how long it took to end, but I remember being in the theater being like, "What is happening right now?" Because this is all I remember. I remember them being in like the little like cubby or whatever, the little like house thing. And then all of a sudden Elijah Wood goes, and then for the next 25 minutes, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm like, we were like, should we leave? Like, can we go? Like, is this gonna fucking end? Like, I remember it was so awkward. It was like, that's what I just like. I understand like director's cuts and like all that kind of stuff and extended versions, but like, bro, get a fucking editor, man. Get a fucking editor. Like, this is annoying.
I like it.
That's all I remember about the
There is that. Yeah,
like,
that's slow motion.
Rustling in the covers, and like it became like I'm surprised it's Raining Men didn't play in the background.
Yeah, it's like a dream sequence or something. But like, I agree, there are parts. That's not the only part. There are plenty of parts where like just the dialogue or the acting or the setting, I just like, ugh. But you overlook.
Childish. In a way.
You overlook these things because it's a fucking epic movie. And yeah, totally. One, it's a little dated. Now, obviously, that story is fucking 80 years old, 100 years old almost. I mean, it was written like after World War One. That's the story's well into the zeitgeist of humanity. When they made the movie, it's 25 years ago. But there are things that are not just like CGI or not CGI or live act, whatever. There are things that are dated as far as like. But I do respect, like, he picked a bunch of actors. They filmed it all in one sequence. Peter Jackson kind of did what the fuck he wanted to do. And that's why I do like the extended cuts, because they do show more stuff. And then I'm sure there's like Lord of the Rings fans who are like, this isn't everything. There's so much more shit because the books are so long. But they also added shit like Liv Tyler's character, Arwen. Because I went on Reddit, I'm like, let me see what people think, because she sucks. Like, I hate almost every scene she's in. and like she's not really in the book. Even in the book, she just shows up at the end, and like her whole thing is like she's very hot, and Aragorn like marries her or gets with her or whatever the fuck. But she's sprinkled throughout the movies as like his love interest, and she like helps in certain scenes. But I just don't like her as as the actress. Like her face sucks. Like she's just like not acting. It's just like
the thing is like you're not. No, a lot of people aren't going to do what you do, right? I mean, I appreciate that you can sit there and do that. Like, I don't know if I could ever do that. Like with the
not you, but a lot of people.
I don't love the series enough to like really devote that amount of time. I wish there were other movies that existed like that. Like I wish there was like a Dark Knight trilogy where it was like extended 45 minutes. Like I would love to fucking do something like that or something.
I'm sure there are extended versions, but like I think what's his face, Christopher Nolan is like he doesn't want to. He wants to trim the fat. He wants the movie to be made simple.
I know. Most people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that I have a problem with recently with like the trimming the fat thing. Is fucking Tarantino like needs to fucking get a real editor. Like he's really been bothering me lately with some of his movies.
Well, like what? Like the last one? Like what's that? Things to do in what is it called? Like
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I like that movie.
There's so many scenes in that movie that I'm like, why was this there? Like,
can
we just get to the goddamn point? Like
that's literally based on a book, so I'm not sure like if that's. I never read the book. I do like the ending. I do like the movie. But there are big chunks that we were like, I don't care about what's happening at all. Like, this is unnecessary. But is that what's in the book? Is that the point of the book? Like, I think Tarantino's awesome. I think, I mean, what you're saying right now is just like regular criticism. I feel like a lot of the hate he gets now is just based on like him as a person, like his creepy foot fetish or like some like, whatever political shit he says. Like, I could care less. The movies are fucking awesome. Like,
one of the ones that I really just go to all the time to watch scenes is Inglourious Bastards. Like I think it's just the masterpiece. Like that one I love.
That is one of my favorites. I'm trying to think, what would be my favorite Tarantino movie?
I'm just saying recently for like clips on YouTube, like just to watch scenes.
I mean, I
always watch the scene in the bar. Like I think that's like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Like with Michael Fassbender. Like I think it's like one of the best things ever shot to me.
The eyeglasses. That's the best.
Giving yourself away, Captain. Yeah. Oh my God. So good.
No, a lot of Christopher Waltz is amazing in that movie. He's
amazing. Yeah, he's
amazing. Actor. But I think we're gonna wrap the show up here. We should next episode. Let's just do a whole movie episode, Kev, because like I like talking about movies, especially because I don't have any. I don't. At least I don't think. I mean, I do watch a lot of podcasts that talk about movies. Like I don't want to be like whatever the word is about like the I like talking about the movies I like in the way I like them. I don't want to be like whatever about. I don't know what the word is. What's the word, Kev? That word for like snarky movie. Where it's like the movie's amazing, but it's like I can't say I like it because everyone else.
Right, but then we change our name to like the movie guys.
No, we're not doing that.
Kevin and Luke tackle necessary roughness this week.
Yeah.
Right.
This week's movie is Tango and Cash.
Our Goldie Hawn marathon continues with Wildcats.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching episode 18. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Be out there.